Ryan?
Elena, I was going to tell you tonight.
Tell me what?
I don't know how else to say this. I want a divorce.
6 years, Ryan. You're throwing away 6 years?
I am sorry.
No, you're not.
But Ryan hadn't always been this man. 6 years earlier. Before, Elena would have trusted Ryan with her life. Back then, they had almost nothing. But somehow it felt like they had everything.
Maybe your mother was right about me.
About what?
That I'll never be able to give you the life you deserve.
I don't need a better life, Ryan. I just need you.
What if I fail?
Then we figure it out.
And if I fail again?
Then we figure it out again. You don't have to become rich for me to stay, Ryan. I was here before any of that. I'll be here after it.
And she meant every word. For the next few years, Elena became the one person Ryan could always count on. When money got tight, she found ways to keep them afloat, even when it meant giving up things that mattered to her.
Elena, where did you get this?
I had some savings.
You were saving that for yourself.
I can save again. You might not get another chance like this.
One day, I'm going to pay you back for all of this.
Then make it worth it.
Ryan never forgot those words. And for a while, it looked like Elena's faith in him was finally about to pay off. Then, after years of rejection, Ryan finally got his first big break. A client took a chance on him, and almost overnight, everything started to change.
Elena, we did it.
What happened?
The client said yes, $25,000.
25,000?
Elena's eyes began filling with tears.
Ryan, I knew you could do it.
She was happier for him than she had ever been for herself. That night, they celebrated like they had already made it. But $25,000 was only the beginning. More clients came, then bigger ones. One client became 5, 5 became 20. Within a year, Ryan was earning more money than either of them had ever imagined. And Elena was still right there beside him.
So, Elena, are you involved in the company too?
No, I just helped Ryan survive long enough to build it.
The businessman laughs. Ryan gives an uncomfortable little smile but doesn't laugh. It was a joke, but for the first time, Ryan wished she hadn't said it.
Ryan, what's wrong?
Nothing.
I know when something's bothering you.
I said I'm fine.
Elena let it go. She thought Ryan was just tired. The drive home was quiet. Not the comfortable silence they used to share. This one felt different. She didn't realize she had just seen the first crack in the man she loved. And slowly, the little things began to change. Ryan started coming home later. Dinner at 7 became dinner alone.
Work's just crazy right now. You know how much is riding on this.
I know. I just miss you.
It won't always be like this.
Are you coming with me?
I can't. Something came up.
Ryan, you promised.
I know. I'm sorry.
You've been saying that a lot lately.
But everyday work wasn't the only thing taking more of Ryan's time. The more successful he became, the more he started enjoying the life that came with it. At first, Ryan told himself it was just business. But somewhere along the way, he started enjoying the world that came with it. Soon, one dinner became another invitation. Ryan was finally being welcomed into the world he had spent years trying to reach. While Ryan was building a life everyone wanted to be part of, Elena was spending more of hers alone. She kept telling herself it was temporary, that eventually she'd get him back.
Are you coming home tonight?
Yeah, I just don't know when.
You said that yesterday.
Ryan becomes slightly frustrated.
Elena, I can't just walk out in the middle of a meeting.
I'm not asking you to walk out. I'm asking when I get to matter again.
Ryan went quiet. Not because he didn't have an answer, but because a part of him knew she was right.
Everything I'm doing is for us.
No, Ryan, you used to do it for us. But now, I don't even know who you're doing it for.
And for the first time, Ryan didn't try to convince her. He simply looked back at his screen and kept working. Ryan thought the argument would pass, but something in Elena had changed. For months, she had convinced herself that once things settled down, they would feel like them again. But that night, Elena finally stopped telling herself that. The strange thing was, nothing changed overnight. Ryan still kissed her goodbye in the morning.
Love you. I'll see you tonight.
Love you too.
But Elena noticed something she hadn't before. They were saying all the right things without really feeling them anymore. A few days later, once Elena stopped making excuses for the distance between them, she started noticing it everywhere. At breakfast, Ryan answered emails. During dinner, his phone sat beside his plate. Even when they were together, part of him was somewhere else.
Do you remember when we used to talk for hours?
We still talk.
No, we only update each other. There's a difference.
Ryan wanted to argue, but before he could, Ryan stood up.
I have to take this.
Ryan walked into the other room, putting some distance between them. Elena waited a few seconds, then quietly followed. She wasn't trying to spy on him. She stopped just behind the wall, staying out of sight. But then she heard Ryan lower his voice.
I told you not to call me when I'm home.
Elena froze. There was a pause. Ryan said something that made her heart sink.
No, she doesn't know.
For a moment, she couldn't move. She wanted to step into the room, to demand an explanation, but she didn't, because a part of her was still hoping there was one. That night, Elena barely slept. Ryan eventually came back to bed as if nothing had happened. He didn't explain the call, and Elena didn't ask. Not yet, but for the first time in 6 years. She wondered if the distance between them had nothing to do with work. Few days later, Ryan was getting ready.
Another late night?
Dinner with a client.
He kissed her forehead.
Don't wait up.
Elena watched him leave. Normally, she would have believed him. This time, she couldn't. Later that evening, Elena had gone out alone. She was walking past a restaurant when something through the window made her stop. Ryan, sitting with another woman. And in that moment, everything finally made sense. The late nights, the secret phone calls. The distance between them, Elena walked inside. Ryan looks up and sees Elena. Elena confronts him. Elena's face falls as she hears the truth. Ryan tries to explain, and finally, Elena turns and walks away. She pushed through the restaurant doors and stepped outside. Ryan follows.
Elena, wait. I didn't want you to find out like this.
Elena turns around.
Would it have hurt less if you told me tomorrow?
Ryan has no answer.
Do you remember what you told me 6 years ago? That you were afraid you'd never give me the life I deserved. I never needed this life, Ryan. I needed you. But I don't know who you are anymore.
Elena walks away. Ryan stays behind watching her. And this time, Ryan let her go. 8 months have gone by. After divorce, Elena had rebuilt the parts of herself she'd forgotten. She returned to her career and discovered she was better at it than she'd remembered. And then one evening, Ryan saw her again. She wasn't waiting for him. She wasn't angry anymore. Their eyes meet, Ryan gives her a small smile. Elena smiles politely back, then turns and continues her conversation. For a moment, Ryan wanted to walk over to her. He wanted to say something, anything. But after everything he'd done, he didn't know what he could possibly say. 6 years earlier, Ryan was afraid he'd never become the man Elena deserved. He spent years chasing money, success, and status. Now he got all of it. He just didn't realize Elena had loved him before any of it. By the time he understood what he'd lost, Elena had already moved on. Thanks for watching. Your future starts today. I'll see you in the next one.